Okay, yeah. UFC 316 recap, breakdown, let's go. I'm gonna be honest, this wasn't the card for me. This was pretty depressing. I'm not happy about this at all. If you watched my stream, no one did, but if you watched my stream or have watched it afterwards, it's uploaded on my channel. I was pissed as it wasn't good. Yeah, okay. Let's start off. I'm gonna start with Andreas Gustafsson. Andreas Gustafsson, Sweden represent. Whoop, whoa, Swedish Viking. Beats Kalin Khaos Williams. Scrappy fight. Gustafsson looks like the welterweight DDP. I did some other comparison on my stream. Andreas Gustafsson, who did it? Yeah, that this fight was the welterweight version of Duplessis versus Brunson. White guy, black guy, scrappy, not that technical. I was on a good. I actually picked. I think I got on a 7-0 predict. If you want good parlays and good predictions, subscribe, comment, like everything, because I was on I believe 7-0 on picks until the co-main and main. But that was, come on. We gotta get to that. we gotta get to that. But yeah, Gustafsson won. He just walked forward, looked sloppy, like he never trained in his life. But good pressure. Bullied Khaos Williams, broke him. Just pushed the pace. The crowd booed, but when you got into the second and third, it was effective, very effective. Great work for Andreas Gustafsson. First time I've seen him fight. Great work from him. Won by decision. Dominated Khaos Williams. Blooded him up. Bad. Great work. Waldo Cortes Acosta. I see some Waldo Cortes Acosta beat Sergey Spivac by unanimous decision, I think. I saw some people call it the robbery. I think I watched this fight pretty closely. I was surprised when Acosta got the decision, but I wasn't sure. Is it a robbery? I don't know. I thought Spivac looked. I always thought Spivac looked trash, but he came in, looked good on the feet, bam bam, and threw a head kick, and I went, whoa. Has talking about maybe Aspinall and Gane and these guys at the top has really inspired the rest of the division to get their shit together and actually get in shape, which is crazy to say for elite fighters, but to get in shape and actually to start becoming technical and good. So yeah, I feel this was the best I've seen probably from Spivac when it came to the stand-up, I think. But Acosta won. I only remember moments when I thought Spivac smacked up Acosta and Acosta ran away like a bitch in moments. But Acosta got the win. Good on him. Pretty predictable first round. Asamet Murzakanov TKO'd Brendan Ribeiro. Like I thought, I predicted it, and yeah, not much to cover. Asamet Murzakanov sick in the stand-up, smacks up the most light heavyweights. What am I saying? He's undefeated. Yeah. He was injured or something because I know he were off. He hasn't been super active, I believe. But yeah, 15-0. Not much to say. Good finish in the first round. Joshua Van looked sick, dropped Bruno Silva and hurt him several times. Dominated really. Dropped Bruno Silva several times, hurt him bad, smacked him up. Great stand-up. And yeah, after hurting Bruno Silva time after time, he smacked up Bruno and finished him in the third round. Good job from Joshua Van. And he's only 23, that's insane. He got a new fan right here. A new Joshua fan. A new Joshua Van fan right here. Yeah, good work. 23 is crazy. 23 years old, what? That was the... Oh, okay, yeah. Let's go to the main card, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Actually, now, why did I say that this card was depressing? I mean, the first... Yeah. Luque, Kevin Holland was good, man. It was good. I predicted Kevin Holland. Did I say submission? Kevin Holland got the submission in the second round. I'm thinking if I said Kevin Holland by... maybe, I don't know, who cares? Go back and watch my predictions, boys. Luque. Yeah, I mean, Luque got some good shots. I believe both guys... The thing is, the fight started with... Did Luque shoot in for a takedown and Kevin just smacked his head up? And the fight started and I just looked down for a few seconds and I like looked up. And I was like, whoa, is the fight already being finished? Like, it looked like a finish was about to happen. He smacked up Luque bad, but Luque survived. And then in the second round, after some stand-up, Kevin dropped Luque pretty bad. Luque went in from the takedown. And Kevin Holland immediately a tight Darce choke. I think it was a Darce. I believe... What did Kevin say? That it was a dark man choke? A BLM choke? No, but... yeah, great submission from Kevin Holland. And actually how he talked in the Octagon interview and in the post-fight press conference, he sounded locked in. So he's gonna stay at welterweight, and yeah, I think Kevin Holland can really turn around the hate after the Rampage podcast and just like 3 years of not caring if you lose or win or whatever. So great win from Kevin Holland. He will be ranked at welterweight, probably around 13. I mean, he shouldn't go over Stephen Thompson, who whooped him. But yeah, good win for Kevin Holland, man. Taking his career seriously for once. Wants to be back in like September-ish, I think. So please, that's why people fell in love with Kevin Holland. 5 fights in 2020, 5 wins. Like, keep active, come on. The disgrace of the sport, Mario Bautista beat Pachimi. This fight was... Like, what was this fight? What was this fight? Like... I watched it, I was, what the fuck am I saw all this hype of Pachimix online, and I actually picked Bautista with 4, 5, 6, yeah. Currently 6 fights in a row. Like, I picked every fight I picked, so 6-0. Crazy predictions from me. So I predicted right, but I thought Pachimix would try something. He just stood there. He just stood there. Do I have something in my ear? He just stood there. For 3 rounds. He didn't do anything. And I mean, I think Mario Bautista is still a bitch. Because, like, how can you not finish someone that doesn't, like, throw back, doesn't move his head? So, I mean, Pachimix looked... as not even trash. He looked like he never trained in his life. Horrible. People outside the UFC ain't shit. And Mario Bautista is still a disgrace. How couldn't you even finish? You didn't drop him. Did he even hurt Mix? Like, I don't know. Honestly, trash from both. But Bautista continues. Fuck Bautista. Okay. I don't know why. So Pyfer beat Gastelum. Or did I even say... Yeah, Bautista got the decision. Pyfer got the decision of Gastelum. I saw some people saying that this fight was like boring or underwhelming. I mean, I thought it was good. Pyfer hurt and dropped Kelvin bad in the first round. I was like, yes, of course, 7-0. I predict Pyfer. Yeah, he dropped Gastelum bad in the first. He caught him with a big head kick and stuff. After that, so he dropped him with the straight right, I believe. Later on, also hurt him or tagged him with a head kick. But so Pyfer, yeah, I mean, he was just like I don't even know if you can say better fighter. I mean, he was in there. He was the better fighter, of course, because he clearly won. But he's like 2-3 weight classes from Kelvin Gastelum when it comes to like Kelvin shouldn't even be a welterweight. He should be like a 155, or maybe he can't realistically make 155 if he was in great shape even, but like a 165 division 100%. If Hamzat could make welterweight, I mean, Kevin Holland, all these guys can make welterweight. I mean, Kevin Holland has said that he can make 155. Yeah, I take everything I just said. Kevin Holland has said he can make 155. GSP has even said that he could have made 155. Kelvin Gastelum should be a 155. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. So this fight isn't even about only like skill difference or whatever. Like Pyfer is just such a bigger man, and they should be several weight divisions apart. Gastelum isn't just taking his career seriously. It's crazy that Gastelum is only 33 because he has been in the UFC so long. I just thought about it, and like when he KO'd Michael Bisping, he was like 25. What? When he had the war with Adesanya, was he like 27 or something? So that's insane. But I thought it was decent for Pyfer. Apparently he had back surgery, and that's why he had a layoff. Almost a year, he said. I hadn't even thought about that it was a year ago. But maybe his last win, he lost to Hermansson, beat Marc-Andre Barriol, whatever his name is, I believe. And that was like last summer, so maybe it has been almost a year. I mean, good for Pyfer. Pyfer just has to mix up. Just don't only throw like the right or the bam bam. Mix it up. Of course, you throw a head kick, but do some leg kicks, body work. And as I said in my prediction, he should have probably like tried to mix it up, try to take Gastelum down, and maybe even he did once. I don't remember. I'm tired right now, but yeah, I think he could have submitted Gastelum probably. Maybe even TKO'd him if he took him down, but who knows. Kayla Harrison. Okay, so here I was wrong in the co-main and main event. That's sad. Yeah, Harrison dominated Juliana Pena pretty much, submitted her in the second round. I thought Kayla Harrison got knocked out cold for a moment in round 1, where Juliana Pena, up kicked her once or twice. I thought that was legal. Didn't like Nico Price KO James Vick in the same way. I should have probably looked up the rules before this, but maybe I just saw the wrong. Because if the opponent is standing up, I'm like very sure that the downed opponent can kick you in the head. But maybe I just looked, because the view was like above them, basically. So I was unsure, like, is Kayla on her knees? Because, yeah, apparently it was illegal. But, yeah, she just took down Pena did good by defending the takedowns at first. But, Harrison is a man. It was a man versus a woman, it's simple. And Kayla Harrison took down Pena and submitted her, basically. And after the fight, Nunes got into the cage, and yeah, I mean, I don't care much about women's MMA, but that's the fight, right? Nunes, Kayla Harrison. The problem with that fight is I'm afraid they're gonna put it as a main event, and the sport is this close to die, and if they put that as a main event, the fight, the sport will probably die. Yeah. Oh, the main event. I was so mad after this fight. I was so mad. And okay, I mean, it has been like a day, so I'm better now. I'm fine. But I just started to think about it again. My frustration and rage just starts to build up. I'm getting hot. Okay. So Merab beats Sean O'Malley by submission in for how the some finish from Merab. Like, he finished Marlon Moraes, but that doesn't mean much because everyone finished Marlon Moraes. I mean, Sean O'Malley looked great in the first round. Like, moved like old school O'Malley. What do you want now? Good body work. Tagged Merab up in the face. I believe even you saw Merab. I don't know if we saw he starting to get red in the face or some blood or some bruise. I believe during the fight I watched and like, is he tagged up? Anyway. But so Merab, O'Malley couldn't have done much better in like the first half of the first round or whatever. Of course, then Merab got him down. He threw some punches. And that was like the first round. So yeah, good from O'Malley. Probably Merab's round, pretty close. I don't even know if it was Merab. O'Malley probably landed a better shot, but we saw that Merab's, like, his stand-up has improved, but it still looks like shit. But he threw and landed someone close round. I probably lean O'Malley because that you can throw like volume, but the good hitting, looked like hard shot was from O'Malley, I believe. Yeah, so I probably gave the first round to O'Malley. Second round, O'Malley did good by defending. He even pushed Merab back once, like pushed him off him. Like, get off! I'm just so sad about this fight. And yeah, like, going into the third round, it was interesting. It was a close fight. It was hard to call, like, okay, yeah, like, who was it 2-2? Was it 1-1? Who knows? But yeah, as it's yeah. In the third round, Merab just picked O'Malley up and slammed him down and got in like got a guillotine or something. I don't know. Got some kind of choke. O'Malley switched around, and he got like a north-south choke and submitted O'Malley. And I was just like, fuck this. The problem is Merab don't want to move up. Dana in the post-fight press conference said that Umar rematch makes sense, which it doesn't at all. And Corey Sandhagen is probably next, which I don't care a single fuck about that fight. Corey Sandhagen, Merab, I don't care at all. O'Malley's done. I don't know. It's so sad. I don't want to see these guys in the sport. Get them out. Ankalaev, Merab, everyone. I don't want these guys in the sport. Not only are they boring, but they just look so disgusting. I don't want to have them on my TV screen. Like, I can. If I want to be disgusted, I can just search up like other stuff online. I don't need to see it every pay-per-view, every fight night. Just these disgusting looking freaks on my screen. Oh, okay. Moving on to the next thing. Now we have got now I've talked about the card. And now I'm gonna go into how I would book the fighters on the main card for the next fights, the up and coming year. So talking about Mr. Inbred Merab, this is what I would do. And as the UFC, I would tell Merab, you don't have a fucking choice. We tell you what to do. We tell you what your next fight is. That is what the UFC should do. Dana or whoever is in charge. I don't even know if Dana is in charge anymore. But I would book Merab versus Alexander Volkanovski at featherweight. Merab moves up, try to become to a division champ, not double champ, because they should have force Merab to move up to 145. Actually, that would be a sick fight, Merab and Volkanovski. So this isn't like only me trying to kill Merab or try to get the belts off him. Actually, a sick fight, pound for pound fight. Could you argue that the winner of Merab Volkanovski is number 1 pound for pound? Probably not when Islam is number, yeah. Maybe not if Volkanovski wins, because it's he has lost twice to. But yeah, they should be like close to pound for pound. So that could be a great, like, big fight for the hardcore fan base. But they should force Merab up, strip him of the bantamweight belt as they did to Ilya and Islam. Then he loses to Volk because if everything makes sense, Volkanovski should like beat the shit out of Merab. At least in worst case, win a close decision. So Volkanovski should beat Merab, and they have stripped him of the bantamweight belt because he moved up, and prolonged the fight for like 7 months or something. So Merab starts to like put on muscle and try to gain up weight, and then either he has put on too much weight to even go back down to 135, so he has to stay at 145 and gets like killed by the bigger, better fighters up there that would fuck up Merab, or he has to drain himself too much to get down to 135, and in the worst case scenario, he's still good, but he goes back to 135, and he's not the champion. So have him fight like 2 fights, and then he can fight for the belt again. And he's all, how old is Merab? Merab Dvalishvili. Yeah, he's 34. In January he's 35. So like he's just getting older and older. So he will. This is how you make Merab. Never getting back to a title fight again. Sean, I'm starting to get so hungry. I need to. Sean O'Malley. The fight that makes sense is Corey Sandhagen. Absolutely. Because the thing is, if you look at the rankings, you of course got the Peter Yan fight, but Peter Yan should fight like now. Where is Peter Yan? Peter Yan should like fight. Oh, I'm stupid. Peter Yan is fighting Marcus McKee, of course. So Yan is and Umar is. I actually was thinking about O'Malley should fight Corey or Umar. Because Umar at the Umar wants to fight in Abu Dhabi in October, of course. So that fight in 4 months makes sense because O'Malley took 0 damage. He won't return that quick, but he could. And I don't know why I didn't go with Umar. I probably, honestly, I don't want to see O'Malley lose to another. I mean, people have talked for ages about Corey and O'Malley, and it makes sense because just, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago or something? Like very, very recently, Corey just beat Figueiredo, took no damage, so he's ready to go. So in 4 or 5 months, they could book O'Malley, Corey Sandhagen, great striking fight. Makes all the sense in the world when you look at the rankings and when both guys should be ready to fight. Moving on, Kayla Harrison. Yeah, she's fighting Amanda Nunes, not much to say. They will kill pay-per-view buys. And main event probably. Shit. Pena. For me, to having... Pena is she's a bit MILF. So I thought, okay, who is the other hot woman? Misha Tate. 2 MILFs. Come on. Of course, they are friends, and I believe Tate was Pena's coach on The Ultimate Fighter. So they are. It is some history there, but they don't wanna fight each other unless it is for a belt, if I understood correctly. So realistically, if that doesn't, if we take away that they are both MILFs, then I would want to like have maybe touch myself during that fight. Pena, I mean, 2 former champions, 2 legends in women's MMA, like, but if they don't make that fight because they probably don't want to fight each other, what makes sense is Pena, Ketlen Vieira. Ketlen Vieira just won against Macy Chasson. She's like number 3 in the rankings. She would probably beat Pena, maybe even finish her. Nah, probably beat her by decision. So yeah, good for the next generation. If Ketlen Vieira even is the next generation, yeah. Let's move on from women's MMA. Your Pyfer should get a ranked opponent in Bone. No, Bone. I spoiled something there. Joe Pyfer should get a ranked opponent in Abus Magomedov. Abus is number 15 exactly. He doesn't have a fight. Yeah, it makes sense. Pyfer fought Hermansson, has now rebuilt with a few wins outside the rankings. Gastelum is like a big win to get outside the middleweight rankings. And yeah, it makes sense for Pyfer to get another chance. Another shot at a ranked opponent. Abus is number 15, makes sense. And it would be good to see Pyfer knock out an inbred and get him out of the rankings. We don't want to see disgusting Abus. This is the fight I want to see. Kelvin Gastelum versus Bo Nickel. As I kind of spoiled. Only me? I mean, for me, that's a fight like who wins? I don't know. I don't think we saw Brady just ragdoll, take Gastelum down at will and just beat shit out of him and submit him with a Kimura, I believe. I don't know if Bo Nickel would do the same. Yeah, I think that's a really good fight. Kelvin Gastelum versus Bo Nickel. Let's see what happens, man. Like, if Gastelum beats Bo Nickel, I would be kind of happy for Gastelum and we could laugh more at Bo Nickel because that's hilarious. And if Bo Nickel beats Gastelum, we could laugh at Gastelum because he's a fat joke. Get in shape, go to lightweight. So yeah, I think we could laugh at the loser either way. So it's good. Mario Bautista just rebooked the Marlon Vera fight. Don't give Bautista like legend like Cejudo or Figueiredo or anything. Just rebook the Marlon Vera fight, and Marlon Vera also, it's a possibility that he could catch Bautista and KO him or TKO him, or even beat him, who knows? Who knows? There's a decent chance that Marlon Vera beats Bautista, and that's what we want, guys. Based. If you agree or disagree this far, please comment down below what you think. Subscribe for more takes and videos and live streams and shorts every day. Okay. Currently I'm a bit off, but that's okay. Rebook the Marlon Vera fight. Patchy Mix. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't deserve a ranked opponent. I think a good fight would be Patchy Mix versus Pedro Munoz. Munoz has been in the UFC for 10 years plus. I believe at least 10 years. And yeah, he's like a gatekeeper to the rankings currently. Yeah, just for you guys that know who Pedro Munoz is, which I believe most people that watch knows who Pedro Munoz is. I think that would be a really good fight. Or yeah, let's see what happens. Mix and Pedro Munoz. Makes sense. Kevin Holland wants Colby Covington. Book the fight. Great build-up. I think that's a fight that Colby would take. It's a good chance that Colby would take it if you think... I think Colby would look at that fight and also look how people at middleweight have just took down Kevin Holland at will and ragdolled him. And I think Colby will look at that fight and think, you know what, maybe it won't be as easy for me as for like Reina the Riddler or anyone like that. But I think Colby will look at it and think, I can take Kevin down. And like at worst, just, lay on him and win a 3-round decision. I think Colby would look at that and think that's a winnable style for me. Especially now when, live on pay-per-view, Kevin called him out. And I think that's a good fight where people wouldn't be like completely, you know, oh, Kevin just like dominates him or just easy finish. I think this is a fight where, I mean, Kevin isn't elite or anything. Like, how far has Colby fallen? Like, striker versus grappler is good. Just book Luque MVP. I think let's have MVP. Hopefully, just run in like another version of the Luque Wonderboy fight, and just have MVP. Put Luque out of misery, knock him out, go away. That's what I think. And to finish this video off, a new segment after every UFC card. Who should be fired? Who should the UFC fire? And after this card, I think it's pretty obvious. Fire Patchy Mix. He's not the fighter. Like, he doesn't bring... After that fight, he doesn't bring any value to the UFC. Zero value. Trash fighter. What was that performance? He just made Bautista go up the rankings for some reason. Get him out of the sport. We don't want him. We don't care about him. He does that hype, pay-per-view buys. Nothing. Fire Patchy Mix. Get rid of him. He should retire. Or go back to the B-leagues. That's all for me, man. People forget, man. Patchy Mix sucks. If you agree or disagree, dislike, like, comment, subscribe. Please. Haluba.